So we're going to go back in time to early colonial times. Are you ready?
God is the Lord.
Amen.
We are a nation who teaches its children to love the Lord.
Amen.
We are a nation who regards children as a sacred treasure.
Amen.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Take notice, take notice.
Thank you very much. Well, boys and girls, wonderful to see you. Are you happy?
We are, sir.
Well, then sing me a happy song.
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? Brother John. Morning bells are ringing.
Morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong.
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, boys and girls? Boys and girls.
Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, boys and girls. Could you tell me some things about your life in the colonies?
We like to play games. We like to fish and hunt.
We like to go to school.
You like to go to school?
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you learn in school?
We like to read. We learn to write. We learn our numbers. We learn to sing. And here's a funny song we like to sing.
Well, sing it for me.
It's about a frog. And a mouse. And a rat. And a weasel. Frog, you want a partner? He did right. Frog, you want a partner? He did right. A sword and a pistol by his side. He went up to Miss Mousy's door. He went up to Miss Mousy's door and he had often been before. He said, Miss Mouse, are you with him? He said, Miss Mouse, are you with him?
Just lift the latch and come right in.
He took Miss Mousy on his knee. He took Miss Mousy on his knee and he said, Miss Mousy, marry me. It's Uncle Rat, he's gonna sit. It's Uncle Rat, he's gonna sit. And the weasel wrote the publishment.
He did what?
I wrote the publishment, didn't you hear? I wrote the publishment and I published it in the Courier. Uncle Rat, he went to town. Yes, Uncle Rat, he
Oh, that was delightful. Yes. Well, thank you, Mr. Froggy. And thank you, Miss Mousy.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Uncle Rat.
No problem.
And thank you, Mr. Weasel.
My pleasure. So that's a song from our time in history.
Yes, tell us about it, Miss Smallwood.
Yes, that song is actually over 200 years old. It was written in 1548 and it comes from the country of Scotland. And it's really about Mary, Queen of Scots, and the man who loved her. So like Froggy and Miss Mousie, it was a love story.
Very interesting. I noticed something this young lady right over here has around her neck. And what is that there?
It's called a horn book.
A horn book. Could you explain that for me?
Yes. Well, we don't have very many books here in the colonies because paper is so expensive. So we created these wooden books that the children can wear around their necks, and we carefully take a piece of parchment and write the lessons onto the parchment and then glue it onto the book.
Very interesting. And, so what's on your horn book?
This is a horn book for reading. There's the alphabet and pictures of the animals whose names begin with the alphabet.
My goodness. I noticed something else there that's very interesting. What is it, boys and girls?
It's the Lord's Prayer!
The Lord's Prayer on the textbook.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
They learn the Lord's Prayer at a very early age, even before they learn to read. And then when they see the words written on the horn book, they quickly make that vocabulary connection. It really helps them to read at a very early age.
Well, boys and girls, would you pray the Lord's Prayer for me? Let's pray it together.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Amen. Boys and girls, do you know a song you might sing after you prayed the Lord's Prayer?
Yes, they know a song written by Mr. Augustus Toplady in 1763. Do you remember the song, children? Okay, let's sing it.
Rock of ages.
Fled for me, led behind myself in thee. Let the water and the blood from thy wounded side which flowed, be of sin the double cure. Save from breath and make me pure.
Oh, that was wonderful, wonderful. So boys and girls, let's have some fun for a while. Tell me the kinds of games that you like.
We know lots of games.
Yes, we do.
We like marbles and cat's cradle, jump rope and hopscotch. We like tag, snap the whip, kick the can, and capture the flag. Rolling cubes, checkers, and play cheesy. Skate and sled and build snowboards. And everybody likes the button buzzers.
The button buzzer. That's interesting. What other toys do they have? I think though, these things that you're doing, boys and girls, hundreds of years from now, will probably be playing the same games.
Yes, and children, would you like to show our guests some of the toys you have?
Well, we make dolls out of corn husks, like this.
All the girls have one. We make them ourselves.
We cut corn cobs into pieces and use them as band blocks. We use shells as doll dishes and hopscotch markers. We like the button buzzers.
So do we.
The button buzzer. Yes, now, I'm curious about that. Are any of you that have button buzzers? A couple of you, come forward and show us. You've got yours going. Step forward and show us how it works. Look at the button buzzer. Yes, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for that. But there are some other toys I've seen. One in particular that I'm very curious about. It looks like pieces of wood that are strapped together, and then you tilt it, and it starts to climb down the ladder, and then you tilt it backwards, and it keeps climbing down the ladder, but it never hits the ground. I don't understand how it works.
I don't know, it just works.
Well, will some of you demonstrate that? A couple of you? Step over there. Just a couple. See? That's Jacob's ladder, and we'll sing a song that goes with it. We are
Climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Soldiers of love.
Wonderful toys. You may put those away now, boys and girls. And I have another question, Mrs. Smollett. Do you have a horn book for arithmetic?
Yes, we do, but it only has the numbers 2 through 12 on it.
It's just 2 through 12, but what about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing?
Some of us learn by doing household chores.
I learned by counting eggs.
I learned by counting taters as I dig them out of the ground. I learned by counting bowls and mugs as I sit them on the table.
I learned by counting how many logs you do for the fire.
And we all learned by counting the money we use. It's English money, the pound, the shilling, the pence.
And the farthing. That's the smallest coins are worth very little.
Yeah, if we don't like something, we say it's not worth a farthing.
Oh, but we would be more pleasant than that, would we not, Sammy?
Yes, Mrs. Smallwood.
Well, boys and girls, it has been very wonderful to be with you today and to hear about your life in the colonies, the kinds of games you play, and the toys you have.
Oh.
But it's time for me to be going.
Oh, but before you leave, we have one more hymn that's our very favorite. It's by Mr. Isaac Watts, and it's perfect because it's a marching song.
Oh, really?
Are you ready, children?
And thus around the throne, and thus around the throne, we're marching to Zion, beautiful, beautiful Zion. We're marching over to Zion, the beautiful city of God.
But I must take my leave now. Fare thee well.
Very well, Sergeant.
Everybody watch Emily.